Now see, so today we will study about this Excel functions. So before studying the Excel function, we have also discussed in the last class that how we write the formulas in the Excel. Okay. So for writing the formulas in the Excel, we start the formula by equals to symbol. So we write equals to operator in the cell, and after that we are writing the formula. So formulas, two types of formulas we have discussed in the last class: the basic formula and the compound formula. So the basic formula which contains only same type of operator, means if you are writing the plus plus only, so that is called the same type of operator, that is the basic formula. So let me open some Excel sheet. So here we have the progress report. So let me delete this one. Now see in this progress report, suppose we want to add this column. So the marks obtained by all students in computer. If you want to add the marks of computer subject, so in this form, in this cell, this is the cell number D13. The address of this cell is for D13. So here we write the formula equals to, and we want to add D5, the address of this one, D5, so if I will click on this, we will get the address of this now, plus I want to add D6, address of this automatically will be added. So just we have to click on the cell, which value we want to add. So its address will automatically be added in this cell where we are writing the formula. Next see D7. So D6 after that again plus D7. So here in this formula we have used same type of operator. So that formula is called the basic formula. I will press the enter key and we will get the sum 195. So next is the compound formula. If in the formula we are using more than one different operator, so that is the compound formula. So here we will study how to calculate the simple interest. For that, suppose in this cell we are writing principal. Here in this cell we are writing principal. See the principal equals to, and next column is for the time. So here writing principal, next is time, and after that rate. Now for the principal money we are going to take 10,000. So in this we write 10,000. Now next time we are taking here 3 years. Rate we are going to take 5%. Okay. Now we want to calculate the simple interest. So what do we write here? SI, simple interest. SIMPLE, simple interest. So we have written simple interest. So let me increase the width of the cell. Okay, simple interest. Now we want to calculate the simple interest. So we want the simple interest value in the cell C18. So in the cell C18, we will write the formula to calculate the simple interest. So what is the formula? Every formula begins with the equals to symbol, equals to operator.
Yes, sir.
Now we write for the simple interest what?
PRT
PRT by 100, that is the formula.
Yes.
So the principal money is in which value? This now, this is the principal value. So you take this address C15. Here we don't write PRT by 100. It will not work. So here we have to take the value, principal value present in column C15. So after that multiply. No? So this after that we put the multiply operator 15 P rate. Rate is in the PRT one. Rate is in this column. Again multiply. After that time. PRT by 100. Time is in this column. Na? 16. So PRT by 100. After that by 100. So this is the formula we have written to calculate the simple interest. Now this formula contains more than one operator. See, more than one different operators. So what two different operators here we have? Multiplication and division. So this is called the compound formula. Now when we press the enter key, what we will get? The simple interest. We will get the simple interest. Okay. Now see 1500. So what the simple interest we got? 1500. Now suppose another principle we are going to take here. Another principle. Now we will learn about the reference, relative reference, absolute reference and the fixed reference. This also I have discussed in the last class. No? Absolute reference.
He told about it. Important.
Okay. So see here, that to discuss also. Now next principle we are going to take in this 20,000. How much? 20,000. And the time we are going to take this time 5 years. Now the rate percent we are going to take this time 8. Okay. Now here to calculate the simple interest again we have to write the formula. Then only we will get. So this time we will not write the formula. This time we will only copy and paste the formula. Because one time we have done. So see, what you find? Here the formula I have written in the cell C18. And you can see the formula C15, C17, C16 by 100. But when I will copy this formula and paste in this cell, that is the D18, automatically the address reference C15, because this time the value is going to be taken from this column. That is D15, D17 into D16. Automatically means when I will write the formula in the column D, automatically the reference of the formulas in which we have written it will change. So that is called the relative reference. So what the formula I have written, the address of the cell what I have written, that is the relative reference. So whenever you copy and paste the relative reference, its address will automatically change. Now see what will happen. So here I selected make a right click, you will get the option copy it. Now come on this cell, make a right click and paste. Now see you are getting the interest 8,000. So this is only possible when the address is see address is automatically changed there. You can see D15, D17, D16. That I have not written. So that is only happened due to the relative reference. Now next is the absolute reference. If you don't want to change this value, we have to put the dollar symbol before the column name and the row name. So if you put the $15, $D, $15. So this address, this reference will become absolute. So when I will copy and paste, its value will not going to be changed. Now see, I am going to make this address absolute one. So here I will write in this address what I will write dollar. Before the column name we put the dollar, so dollar will become constant, static. Its address will not change. Now the column become absolute. Now before row number 15 is the row number. Before that also we have to write dollar. Dollar, see dollar D dollar 15. This is called the absolute reference. Next, again dollar D dollar 17. So dollar D dollar 17. Okay. After that again dollar D dollar 16. Dollar D dollar 16. Okay. Now see, this time we have made the formula containing absolute reference. Okay. Now in the next column E, again we will supply some value, and in that cell we will write the principal, value, time, rate, and we will copy and paste the formula in that column E also. Okay. In that column E also, and we will do the same operation, copy and paste. We will copy the formula and we will paste the formula, and what we find, we will get the same result, 8000. This time the address will not change. See what happens. Now this time I am going to take the 15,000. Principal money 15,000. This time we are going to take of 7 years, and the rate we are going to take 10%. Okay. Now here, see this formula I am going to copy. This absolute the reference formula which we have written. Now I am going to copy. Make a right click. Copy. Go on this cell. Make a right click. Paste. So what will happen this time? See, you are getting the same value. Because this time the address, the reference is not changed. The reference of the cell is not changed. This time this formula is taking the value from the previous reference what we have written. Means D15, D17. So D15 is here only. This value is not taken. So this is only happened due to the absolute reference. If this type of thing you need in your formula, you don't want to change the reference address, so you write the formula in absolute reference. Okay. Next is the mixed reference. If in the same formula you want to make one row static, you don't want to change the row number. So don't put the dollar symbol. Put the dollar symbol before the row. And if you want to make the column change, so don't put the dollar symbol before column. So that is called a mixed reference. See how we do this time. Now, in the same formula which we have written here, what we are going to do? So the rate what we are taking, the same formula I will take, but one change I will do. The rate here I have written 7%, but this rate I want to take from the previous one only. Rate that we have 10% taken, rate I want to take only 8%. Only rate I want to put constant. This rate I don't want to change. The value I have to change. So what we have to do? So where this rate is present in which column? That is the D17. So this D17 that we put the dollar, and before dollar D dollar 17, and in other values principal and rate we remove the dollars, because we want to change its address. We want to take the current column from the current column. We want to take the value from the current column. So I will go there, and this dollar we remove it from the principal. Now in this what you find? So the column will change, but the row will not change. The row number is 15. So when I am going to write here, the same copy and paste the same formula. This is the relative reference. What I have done? The dollar symbol before the column number the dollar symbol. And before the row number, dollar symbol is there. So the row I have made constant, row will not change, but the column will change. So when I will shift from this column D to column E, so column number E will change and row will remain same. So that is the mixed reference. Now that also I will delete it. Now this is become relative reference entire. Now here in this 16 you see, that also we remove it. The dollar symbol. Okay. Now you find if I copy and paste the same formula, if you copy and paste the same formula, make a right click, copy it, and here make a right click and paste it. This time you will find the value will change. Okay. Again I have to copy. Copy and paste. So here this time we find the new value 8,400. This has happened due to the change of the rate percent. This time the rate is taken what? 8%, not 10%. And time period here see principal decreased, time period increased, but rate we have taken from this. Now see another thing we do. One thing you notice here, whenever we are changing the column from this column, we are writing the formula column in this that is the F18. So column will change, row will not change. Okay. So I want to make the column static. Column should not change, and row will automatically. It is the same only. So for that, if you want to take any value from a particular column, for a particular column, put dollar symbol before the column only. Now this time what we do see, another change you can see. Now in this formula you see, before column number we put the dollar. That is the mixed reference. Dollar and here also before the column number we put the dollar. Okay, and this dollar what we have added here, that we are going to remove it. Now see what we have done. In this formula you will find what we have done. The group that is column E, column B, we make the constant. We put the dollar symbol before it. This is the absolute reference. And row 15, that is in the relative only. Because before row number we don't put the dollar symbol. This is called the mixed reference. Now when I will copy and paste the formula, row will change, column will not change. So see, we will apply this. Again we are going to put some principal money. So this time we are going to take the principal money 30,000. And this time we are going to take 2 years, and rate we are going to take 6%. So see, we are going to copy and paste the formula. So what will happen this time? So when I will copy and paste the formula here, so column will not change. So it will take the value from here only. Where it will take? From this column only. You will see. Copy. Go here in this cell, paste. See, 10,500. So if you want to understand it better, so what we can do? We can write the same value. What is the same principle? So here you will find the address is $E15, E17. In the E17, here is
to file a computation.